What's going on, YouTube? Today we're going to talk about how I'm making the tree branches for the iguana cage. Green iguanas are arboreal creatures, meaning they spend most of their lives in the trees. I want this cage to look as natural as possible, so I want all of her basking areas to look like real tree branches. I have some real tree branches out in the yard that are pretty interesting. However, if I were to put those in this cage, it would be way too heavy. For this project, I decided I was going to go with making artificial tree branches, and I want to make them look real. I've done a similar project before, making a cat tree out of cement. The process goes as such. First you have to make a skeleton out of wood, then you have to wrap it in chicken wire, and then after that you can go one of many ways. The way I chose on that project was to go with spray foam. However, this project I've done spray foam, I've done paper, and I've done aluminum foil, and I'll let you know which one works best for me. So for this cage we're trying something new. We're doing the same technique, but we're using paper mache clay to carve it out. What are you doing? You gonna be weird? We're going to try something new. We're going to use paper mache clay, which will be a lot lighter, and we'll see if it's as durable. Oh shit. No. Not a good idea. Oh. Must do. One way I found to prevent waste with spray foam is when you make these tree branches, on the bottom a lot of the spray foam will drip off and you'll waste like a whole can. But if you take some cheap paper, newspaper, brown paper, and you wrap it around the tree branch, maybe sticking it to some tacky spray foam that's already there, and you create a bit of a wrapped around area, you can spray the spray foam in that. When it dries, you can carve everything away and make it the exact way that you want without any spray foam falling. Also, one thing to take into consideration is if you use chicken wire, the gaps are pretty big and a lot of spray foam will fall through that. You can double up your chicken wire, or I would recommend using a smaller grid. So spray foam is expensive, but it might save you some money in the long run if you do it right. Another option I played with is wrapping the chicken wire with paper. This was very cheap in the beginning. However, it created a lot of gaps, and as I put the paper mache on, I had to fill those gaps with a lot of paper mache, so I ended up wasting a lot of time and wasting a lot of paper mache clay. One way around this is you can take paper mache and wrap the tree branch with a layer of paper mache, and that'll cover up all of the big holes and gaps from the wrinkled up paper, and that'll save you a ton of paper mache clay. The third material we tried was aluminum foil. It worked pretty good. I would recommend using an aluminum foil tape with it so it would adhere to the surface better. And with that, I don't like using it for the entire surface of an area, but I do like using it for some details, like these roots. We also used it with a lot of these tree branches and little knots and nooks and crannies. Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. Next stage on this project is to see if we can get everything covered with paper mache clay and get on to painting it. Stay tuned, hopefully we'll get there next week. If you enjoyed what you watched today, if you want to learn more, if you want to follow me as I go through this experiment, make sure you hit the like button and also the little subscription bell. I appreciate it a lot, and we will continue. Say bye, Mary Jane.